Hey, it's Bob Duffy from Intel here, and I'm back in AI Playground and Blender. Yes, it's 2026, and I know it's been a while since I focused on Blender in my videos, but I'm back with something more powerful, and that's Blender MCP and AI Playground. Blender has just released their MCP solution. So in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit of what that's all about, how you can set up AI Playground to leverage it, and then I'm going to go through examples of using AI Playground with Blender. So lots to do. Let's dive in. First, let's discuss what is MCP and why use it. So MCP stands for Model Context Protocol. Think of MCP as a universal API for AI agents. It allows different applications to exchange information and tasks seamlessly using AI models. Since Blender now supports an MCP server, it can communicate with an AI client to automate complex workflows and analyze 3D data in real time. So let's talk about AI Playground in this setup. AI Playground acts as the MCP client. It hosts the AI model and the agent, which is the set of instructions and tool calling capabilities that talks to Blender. While you can use other clients like LM Studio or Claude, AI Playground offers a unique advantage for creators. Why choose AI Playground as the client for Blender? First off, it's local and private, so everything runs on your hardware. There's no cloud subscription, no data is sent external to servers, and you have zero token costs. AI Playground is a unified UI for chat, image, and video generation, making it a versatile hub for creative AI. It's 100% open source, that's free and easy to install and run, just like Blender. And hardware flexibility. AI Playground now supports NVIDIA RTX GPUs alongside Intel Core Ultra and our Intel Arc GPUs, so it's a highly accessible entry point for local AI. So what's the trade-off? Well, when you look at cloud models, they're very capable and much larger than what you'd have locally, but that gap is closing fast. For many Blender tasks, running local models saves money and keeps your projects offline without sacrificing quality. And if you want a lower learning curve and a visual backend like ComfyUI for creative generation, AI Playground is the ideal starter for local AI inferencing with Blender support. Now let's dive into setting up Blender MCP for AI Playground. Go to blender.org/lab/mcp-server. First, follow the add-on instructions to download and install the add-on. Second, under llama.cpp instruction, follow this portion for git cloning the Blender MCP repo. These instructions will install it to C if you want, install at another location, but note the location. Third, install AI Playground and be sure to have llama.cpp selected as an option in the setup. To start, click Chat Settings, then Agentic Preset. Set llama.cpp as your backend. Choose a model like Qwen 3.59b, scroll down and turn on MCP Tools. Click Add. Name it. Blender MCP sounds good. For command type UV, for args, put in the following: -- directory, followed by the path to the repo you cloned, then \mcp run blender -mcp. When done, click the Start button for Blender MCP. If installed correctly, it will show green and you are good to go. Note you should probably set a good token size. You can get the info on model token limits. Using these tokens do not cost you anything other than RAM, and agentic tools use a lot of tokens. AI Playground will keep tabs as you go along, allowing you to manage usage. Let's try something simple. I have a default Blender scene open, so let's do what we do, delete the default cube. I know, is this a great use of AI compute? No, it's not, but this is just a test, and since this is all done locally, we're not burning costly tokens or precious energy in the cloud. And there it is, default cube is gone. Let's try doing something with a full scene. Here's a new scene I created of a home floor plan. To start, I'll reposition the viewport so we can see something interesting. Now, using AI Playground, let's see if we can get the camera in a similar position to our viewport. This is somewhere in a menu. I can never remember. So let's see if using AI gets us there. Okay, it's done it. We are now in camera view and it matches what position we set in the viewport. Let's switch over to render preview and see what this looks like. Here is another example from the Blender website. This uses the famous classroom scene, which is often used for benchmarking. Thus, it's known as a fairly optimized scene. Here we prompt it to find outliers with high polygon counts that do not occupy much of the camera view. This one is interesting because it demonstrates an interesting way to find bottlenecks in performance, and it's doing a complicated thing by analyzing geometry and how much of that geometry is in the camera's view. It analyzed everything in the scene and found outliers. Ultimately, it determines the alphabet asset, the writing above the chalkboard in that scene, as the top outlier with 20,112 polygons. Very cool. Okay, well, there you have it. Hopefully you learned something and you enjoyed that video. Obviously, we are just scratching the surface on what you can do with Blender MCP as well as AI Playground. Now, if you did enjoy it, please like this video and subscribe to this YouTube channel so you can get the latest updates and notifications on what's happening with Intel technology as well as AI Playground. So until next time, I'm Bob Duffy and we'll catch you later.